What it do, ski guys? It's S3E13 here of the Hybrid Network for my Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. Season 3 Episode 13 Parting Shot Review. So by the way that last week's episode ended, we knew that Bobby and Hunter were finally going to part off this episode, obviously Parting Shot, before they go off into the eventual Marvel's Most Wanted spin-off series. That being said, I expected this episode to be emotional. It was pretty freaking emotional, guys. This episode pretty much follows Bobby and Hunter as they're trying to figure out this Inhuman that Malik is looking for with the Russians. And after they figure out who the Inhuman is and what Malik is trying to do, obviously they try to keep a low profile and stop it from happening. So from beginning to end, it was pretty strong in terms of the emotional chord that this episode struck. From the beginning, with the flashbacks, we see that the characters have a strong love for each other and for their friends. This episode was layered with emotions. Apart from that, the narrative structure of the episode was interesting. They kind of did, like, these flashbacks that went for them in the interrogation room, making these jokes, saying that they were just, out looking for mushrooms on vacation, to going back to the, 30 hours ago, and obviously they're, trying to find out where Malik is, and they're figuring out the plans for the mission. I thought it was pretty cool and worked in terms of storytelling. I thought it was a really cool place to end the episode also too, with Coulson and the President and Prime Minister all in that one interrogation room too. Like I was saying, Bobby and Hunter were the main focus of this episode, and I thought it worked well, and their goodbye was fairly effective. As the episode goes on, we see their love being tested even in the interrogation room. For example, when the guy in the interrogation room is telling Bobby, like, if you don't tell us who this guy is, then, Hunter will die, and vice versa. It showed how far they would go just to protect each other. Not only that, we also got to see a really big idea that, they care about not just themselves, but they care for their friends, and they care for S.H.I.E.L.D., the actual organization. We got to see the idea that, Bobby and Hunter were willing to give themselves up to keep S.H.I.E.L.D. hidden and underground, because obviously people still think that S.H.I.E.L.D. is, underground and dismantled. Even Hunter and May got to have a talk with each other. May was saying that, we're not friends, etc. But then Hunter finally got to, give her a sincere apology and let her know, I care about not just myself, but I actually love you guys, I'll take a bullet for you. And it was just really great to see that. And he's not being selfish, because that's kind of what we've grown to know the character as, even though we do see him, care about his friends every now and then. He really has changed, and it was just great to see. It's kind of unfortunate that the way the mission unfolded, that, Bobby and Hunter really had to separate themselves from S.H.I.E.L.D. and even their friends. It's going to be really interesting to see where they pick up their Most Wanted series from where we last see them. The ending scene, the spies, the goodbye, oh man. It kind of caught me off guard. Like, I didn't see that kind of emotional ending coming, For a second, I thought they were gonna get assassinated. I don't know why. It was really effective just seeing them at the bar, by themselves drinking, and they're getting 1 shot, 2 shot, 3 shot, and then we see all the other members of the team popping up here and there. It was just so emotional. And the music they were playing too, oh my god. Seeing the whole team just tearing up, and even Mac just when I saw him tearing up, I was like, oh shoot, man. And just seeing Bobby's eyes really teary-eyed and crying, and everyone else, it just really gets to you. But I thought they did that really well. I will say though, I thought it just got a little bit overplayed, just a little bit too long, too much slow motion, etc. But it was really good overall though. In the end though, I liked it, and I thought it was a solid end off for the characters. Apart from Bobby and Hunter in this episode, guys, the Inhuman this episode was nuts. Fighting scenes against this guy were pretty top notch. I did like them a lot. Seeing this Inhuman interact with the team and fighting, just seeing how they were gonna deal with it was really interesting to see. I thought including the whole, first Inhuman who's a world leader, politician, was a pretty cool twist. So we find out in the last part of the episode that Malik has a daughter, and they like shooting guns with each other. Yeah. She also knows about Hive, and she wants to meet him, but it's not time yet or something like that. So it's gonna be interesting to see how that plays out. I have no idea who she is or what she's gonna have later on in the season or the next couple episodes. What do you guys think? Comment down in the comment section what you think is gonna happen with that. Overall, guys, I thought this episode was rather compelling, and we ended off on an emotional farewell for our S.H.I.E.L.D. agents. Well, even though we'd have a lot of crazy, Hive or Inhuman action and whatnot in this episode, we got a lot of story that needed to happen in terms of, Bobby and Hunter, and it pushed it forward. I'm gonna go ahead and give this episode a 7.8 out of 10. Thanks again, guys, for checking out this episode review. If you guys liked it, don't forget to leave a thumbs up and subscribe to the Hybrid Network already if you have not. Also, check out my channel, the link's below. Also, comment down in the comment section below what you thought about this episode and what you want to see happen in the next episode. I'll see you guys next time. Peace.